All right, in this lesson, we're going to be writing equations for those missing number problems, like find what numbers these are that have these characteristics. So I'm going to give you some tips. You're going to start by defining your unknowns. Try really hard to use only one variable and define the other unknowns in relation to that variable. That makes it really helpful. If you have multiple variables in one equation, it's really hard. Then set up an equation that models the situation. Remember, our goal for this is the equation writing, so I don't want you to be guess and checking today. I want you to really make sure you're focused on the equation writing. So don't forget to write that equation. Then you're going to solve your equation and always answer the original question in words. It's often helpful to create a chart to help organize your thinking. In many of these examples, I've made the chart for you, but I do want you to start practicing making that chart yourself. So let's look at some problems. So here's the first one. The second of two numbers is 3 less than double the first number. When you subtract the first number from the second number, you get 10.5. What are the two numbers? So the first thing I want you to start thinking about, and I made this chart, unknowns, your variable representation for your unknowns, and then the numerical answer. We're going to try to figure out these two things. So what don't I know? Well, I don't know what the first number is, and I don't know what the second number is. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, and it gives me some clues. The second of two numbers is 3 less than double the first number. So since the second's being compared to the first number, it usually makes sense to call the first number x. In the second, it says 3 less than double. So using my algebra translation skills, double means 2x, and then I have to subtract 3 to do 3 less than double. Okay, so now I have that my first number is x, my second number is 2x minus 3. All right, reading the next clue in this word problem. So when you subtract the first number from the second number, okay, so you're taking the second number and subtracting the first, you get 10.5. I want to write that as an equation. So take the second number, 2x minus 3. I'm going to subtract the first number, and I get, so it equals 10.5. What are the two numbers? Since there's nothing really to be distributed or anything with these numbers, I could just rewrite this as 2x minus 3 minus x equals 10.5. As I'm trying to solve this equation, I want to combine my like terms. So this 2x and the minus x, that's like terms, that equals x. X minus 3 equals 10.5. Solving this equation, I'd add 3 to both sides, and I have x equals 13.5. Okay, so my numerical answer for that first number is 13.5. My second number, I know it's 2x minus 3. So I'm going to take my 13.5 that I got for x and plug it in. So 2 times 13.5 minus 3, that's going to give me 27 minus 3, which is 24. So my second number seems to be 24. And I always think it's really smart to check it. And when I check, it said when you subtract the first number from the second, you get 10.5. So I'm going to do 24 minus 13.5. That really does equal 10.5, so I'm done. Except I need to answer my question in words. So let's do that. So it appears the numbers are 13.5 and 24. They fit all these characteristics. Those are my two numbers. Okay, let's look at another example. Okay, so this time we've got 3 numbers. It tells me the sum of them is 48. The first number is 30 less than the second. The third is 6 more than double the second. And what are the 3 numbers? So here's what I don't know. Well, in this case, I don't know what the first number is. I don't know what the second number is. I don't know what the third number is. Okay, when you're trying to come up with your variable representations, and there's multiple things here, look to see what everything's being compared to. So it says the first number is 30 less than the second. The third number is 6 more than double the second. Since they're both being compared to the second number, it makes a lot of sense to call the second number x. Okay, so then I'm going to call the second number x, and I'm going to use that to work to find expressions for the first and third. The first says the first is 30 less than the second. So the second is x, take away 30 for the first. The third is 6 more than double. So double is 2x, add 6. All right. When I write an equation is going to say the sum of these is 48. So the sum of the three, so x minus 30 plus x plus 2x plus 6 equals 48. Sum means we add them all up. All right, none of these have anything extra in them, so I'm going to start, I'll just rewrite it without the parentheses. I'm going to start adding up my like terms here. So it looks like I have x, another positive x, and a positive 2x, and then a negative 30 and a positive 6. Okay, so if I combine these, x and 2x is 4x, and then a negative 30 and a positive 6, that's minus 24. So I have 4x minus 24 equals 48. I'm going to add 24 to both sides. I get 4x equals 72, and then when I divide by 4, I get x equals 18. So the second number is 18. I also need to find the others using what I know. So the first one says x minus 30, so we have 18 minus 30. That one's negative 12. And then the third one, 2 times x plus 6, so 2 times 18 plus 6. That gives me 36 plus 6. The third one is 42. I should double check if I add them. Negative 12 plus 18 plus 42. It really does add up to 48. So I can answer this guy in words. And I'm going to say the three numbers are negative 12, 18, and 42. And these fit all the characteristics, so I'm done.